DJ Technology. Can we give it up for our DJ?
Yes.
Thank you. You are a phenomenal, phenomenal crowd. Tonight is a special night. You are here at the 2018 Path to Power. And tonight is our finale. After DC, after Dallas, after Chicago, we came back to where it all began. We're here tonight with two incredible women who live here. I'm from here, so this is all for y'all.
Yes.
We hear all these beautiful Georgia peaches, and tonight is about your coin.
Yes.
So tonight, obviously, we don't need I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sharia Jackson. I'm senior editor at Essence, and I am not, thank you. And we're so excited to partner with Northwestern Mutual for this incredible conversation. And so please tonight, share all the gems you will hear with our hashtag Path to Powers, hashtag Spend Life Living, and at Northwestern Mutual and Essence so that we know you are here. But on to our guest for tonight. Look at Ashana like, hey girl. So at the end of our panel, you have Ashonda Davis, who is a Northwestern Mutual representative. Hey lady, she is from here. She does incredible work. I'll get to her bio a little bit later. And then of course we have our special guest who has been with us for 4 cities.
4 cities.
We made it. Give it up for Miley Till. And we have to shout you out because our first one that you joined us, you literally, how old was your son then?
8 weeks.
8 weeks. And
yes.
She was on the road with us in Dallas, looking phenomenal.
Thank you. Trying.
So tonight is all about you because we're only here because you are here. So we want to celebrate and salute you for showing up for yourself and taking that first step to financial wellness, because we're in a time where it is important to take care of yourself. But self-care isn't just bubble baths and candles. Self-care is also budgets and cash flow. And that is what tonight is about. And you have 2 incredible experts who are here, so we will be taking questions a little bit later into the conversation.
Now is the perfect time to send out an email when you leave here today, craft it and say, I have decided that I am not doing any Christmas gifts this year. And guess what's so awesome for you? You don't have to give me anything. And I have done that. I did that the year before I started Curlbox. And you know what? It's just like I saved money. I didn't have to throw away, re-gift, donate the stuff that I got, because it's just this huge sort of emotional, dramatic, I'm running around trying to, I'm trying to show you how much I love you by how much I spend, and that's not what and it's horrible. And so I think, it's just a really good exercise to say, and I did it once and nobody was going for it, after a while, but I think people know not to expect large things from me during the holidays. It's like, I'm a socks and underwear girl, you might get some jammies, but please don't peel your package open and expect anything. And it's not me being cheap, it's just this thing of like, I'd rather exchange with you. I'd rather have a good meal with you. I'd rather take a trip with you. I do not want, we don't have to do that. And so that is what, I feel like we should do. And then learning to say no, it's like, if you have this extra money to put away for family, and if you don't have it, still being comfortable saying no. And it's hard. It is so hard to tell mom, to tell dad, to tell family, especially when you got on your new boots, but it's like, you earned that. That's yours. I'm looking, her boots are amazing up here. I'm like, I could just see family being like, I know she got something, And sometimes people just ask you because you're looking good, and so just really being comfortable. It just is this constant exercise of just saying, the gift. The gift is, let me think about it. Everybody knows what that means, It's like a nice letdown. Do you have it? Let me think about it. And most people, I've used it. I would say nobody contacts you again when you do that. And so that's essentially my put your oxygen mask on first. And then me team building is really, I've been always sort of like transitioning. I always say hire against your strength, hire against your weakness. And so that's what I do, is everywhere that I suck, but you gotta be willing to admit that you suck in some spaces. We all think we're just good at everything. You're not. And then once you can do that, then you can hire against your weaknesses.
I love that. And I love that you talked about, I don't wanna say,
I oftentimes have to have this specific conversation in detail, because once again, we have a desire for certain goals that we have in our mind, but we allow the glitter, the glam, the flash, the lights to really consume us, and in just a quick moment, we forget about what was really important, right? And so if you have this congruent mindset to make sure that what you want you're in tune with, and then you take your budget, you lay out that income, you lay out all of your fixed expenses, and you lay out your flex expenses. Now, this is where I need to talk to y'all real again. Is that okay? Your flex expenses need to become fixed. Let me say that again, because I didn't get no amens. And it's okay. It's okay.
You got to break that down.
Right. So your flex expenses look like, great question. Your flex expenses are things that are very discretionary, right? So us going out to eat, it's not mandatory, but it adds to our lifestyle, right? Groceries, it is mandatory, but shopping at Whole Foods, I've learned from a customer, will take your whole paycheck. So you have to determine, right, at what level you're going to expense the types of foods that will help make you healthy, alert, alive, but at the same time, there are hobbies that we engage in that, again, when we are not looking, when we're not paying attention, when we're just engaged in the day-to-day, it's literally wiping out, it's kind of like throwing money out the window. So the main things that you can really alter and change are your flex spending areas. Are you with me? Now the thing is that for most of us, it's like this. All I want to challenge you to do today, is that all right? Are you guys up for a challenge? All I want to do to challenge you today is moderate how varied your flex is. Begin to stabilize it. And so that's what I found a lot of us women, we're in one of three phases of life. We're either stabilizing our finances, right? Just trying to make it work. Just trying to make ends meet, so to speak, as our older folks used to say. Or we're trying to secure another level of finances, right? Or then we're also trying to accumulate wealth. So my point is, make sure that whatever you want, you keep it in mind, and then you take that spending every single month. And a lot of people say automate everything. I'm not a fan of automating everything. You know why? Because oftentimes that's the greatest trap of us being disconnected with our finances. So I'm not going to tell you as a financial advisor, coach, and sister and friend to automate everything. One quick tip if I can. When it comes to our debt, did you know that just by paying on most of your debt twice a month, every 15 days, it helps to, and this is not without dumping additional funds on the debt, but that you will begin attacking the principal, paying less in interest, and reducing the time frame that you're in that debt. But if you touch it twice, you're in tune with you actually reducing and eliminating the debt. But most of us just have it automated. We're not looking. We're totally blind to exactly, are we congruent with what it is that we want and that we're working for?
You gotta sit back after those gyms. Y'all saw her? Right? She was like,
there were people that could pour into you. Like you gave the experience of you went to Oprah's house and you also had a book deal from those friends around you. How do you find those people that you need to help empower you? Because it's like that, like I have friends, we've been friends since college, we've been friends in high school, but it's like when I look at you, I'm like, damn, you ain't shit. I'm sorry. I apologize. But like, when you look at that person, it just might be like, we have a great friendship, but I don't feel that you can help me grow as an individual. Or when you look at somebody else, you might just say, okay, well, you can help me grow, but how do you broaden that circle of people?
I'm gonna say this to you, is that you need to become shit. Because why would anybody want to hang out with you? And I think sometimes we have to be more focused on being better selves than looking to other people to make us better. So the thing is that when you get better, you attract better. And so it's like, how can you stretch yourself to become a better woman? How can you become more interesting? And then people will want to be around you. People will come up to you. I have not sought out a single mentor. People have come up to me because they like the way I'm getting down. And so you are the focus. And here's another thing. You're here tonight with so many amazing people. You're sitting next to somebody. You're sitting in front of somebody. You are sitting behind somebody that can take you to the next level. And it's your job to talk to them.
Absolutely.
And that is what you do. So it's like, let's not put our friends down. I don't like when we do that. Let's not do that to each other, because we need to bring each other up, but the focus is always on self. When you get, I always tell people, the better I got, the better everything got around me. When I went to first class, I sat with the first class. I wasn't sitting in coach being like, choose me. I got up there, and then I met the people who got up there too. And so, sorry about being so passionate, but I don't like when people put their friends down. Yeah.
But I will say this, some things, everything has a season. So your 5th grade friend might not be who is in the space right now. So be okay when things
Your 5th grade friend is the friend that you may call to talk about 5th grade things.
Exactly. So it's okay that we have to give ourselves
sometimes.
Yes. And you hit so many points. This is a space where you got to give yourself permission. And I cannot overstate what Myleik said around, because I didn't mean to just drop, I didn't say it like that. Because the first time I was in a room with Oprah, I didn't meet her, because I had never given myself permission to dream that big. And so I said, you know what, I'm not going to let that happen again. And so when you shift, what Myleik is saying is so true. When I became a better me, I reintroduced myself to people, and I attracted people because I elevated, and you are magnetic. Whether you're attracting negative or positive, all of us are magnetic. And so when you do that piece, what she's talking about is so critical. Specifically, and last thing I will say, but I want to just say, because people don't treat us the way we treat them. Any of us, you've been so good, you gave that last dollar, you asked for 5 cents, they don't have it. People do not treat us the way we treat them. People treat us the way they see us treat ourselves. So when Myleik talks about being in first class, the way she treats herself makes other models. This is how you talk to me. This is how you come to me. And so people will, when you build that boundary to say, this is who I am now in this moment, then other people will say, oh, okay, I will talk to you as you talk to yourself. So yeah.
And they've seen you. You've been in the room, but when you're standing tall, you know, you've been in the flex up situation. But it's just standing up, being tall, being bold, speaking to people, saying hello. It's like, you're here. You're like, how do I? You are here. They are here.
Yes, follow that hashtag and meet somebody. Hey. What's your name again?
My name is Jaleesa Moreland.
Say it loud, Jaleesa.
Jaleesa Moreland.
Hi, Jaleesa.
Hi, darling. Yes, and I bet you there's at least 7 people that can help with her business right here tonight.
Thank you for that. My second part is,
give it quick. We don't have a lot of time.
I know, real quick. Investors. Like, I had another business idea. How do you find investors?
I don't know. I saved all my own money. I started my business with savings and relationships. I cashed every relationship that I had in. Like, remember, hey girl, it's me. And that's how I got there.
So I'm not going to have a direct answer for you, but what I will say is that when you show up in various networking opportunities, even as you are tonight, and articulate what it is that you want, right? Just plant a seed. Because as you begin to plant more seeds, you never know what's going to grow, right? So I don't know exactly where to send you, but I will say that everything that I've wanted, I've just planted seeds in somebody else's consciousness, and then it ended up matriculating.
And this is a great opportunity to plug. Essence obviously has had a big year. The company is back to being 100% Black owned. And Essence Ventures, our CEO of Essence Ventures, Richard Ludenis, started a new fund this year for Black women's focus on that called the New Voices Fund. So I will encourage you to check it out. But to Myleik's point, we had a pitch contest in Essence Festival, and the businesses that bet on them, the women who were really investing, who cut off a lot of social to grow their business, people will give you $1 when you've spent $2. And so don't be afraid to bet first, and then it will magnetize those opportunities.
So Lisa Nichols, how many of you guys are familiar with Lisa Nichols?
Yes.
So yes, absolutely. So interestingly, I was at the Essence Fest, and I met her for the first time, but I've been following her for years, and her story of her grandmother saying to her that your convenience and your conviction do not live on the same block resonates with me. So your convenience of wanting to have radical financial change in your life will not be convenient. It won't necessarily be convenient to add an additional 1%, 5%, whatever that percentage is for this young lady into her 403B and possibly her Roth IRA, right? Because then that's taken away from something that she used to spend that money on and love and enjoy and have pleasure receiving. That's not convenient. And then the last thing is realize that me having to force myself to drive past the mall, every mall, Lenox Mall, Perimeter, All of it is to force myself so that I don't go in and spend unnecessary money. Oh, it's difficult. Not always going out to eat with friends. That's not necessarily convenient, but it's necessary, right? So make sure that you realize radical change is not going to be convenient.
All right, Miley.
Mine is, I was having a conversation with someone today. I was talking about this event tonight, and we started talking about money, and we were saying, like, when you're going out and you're trying to get an apartment, they want you to have 3 times the amount of the rent, because that's a measure that's been in place to see if you can really afford it. So what if everything you purchased, you bought with that in mind? You know, I say if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. But it's like, even if maybe you took it a step further and it was 3 times, so it's like, okay, yeah, you saved up enough to get that bag, but could you get that bag 3 times or 2 times? Then you really can't afford it. I need to have a seat and not get it. And so that's just really my thing, is that's how I apply things to my life, is that, yeah, could I live in a bigger, fancier house? Could I drive this faster, nicer car? But it's like, could I do those things twice or 3 times? So.
Y'all heard, it got real quiet when you said that, Miley. You hear how quiet it is. But we thank you for joining us. These incredible women have come out. Before we wrap up, this has been a special night. We started Path to Power, our tour with Northwestern Mutual last year, right here in Atlanta. We're closing out 4 events we've had this year.
Hey guys, so I just got back home. Well, I've probably been home maybe like 30 minutes. I was talking to Sylvester, and I just got back home from the Essence Path to Power, Wealth Her Way. Oh my gosh, it was very inspiring, awesome, a lot of great information, a lot of awesome gems. I got to see my favorite, Myleik. I follow Myleik, I follow her podcast, all of that. I love Myleik. I also got to meet some of you guys, some of my lovely viewers and Instagram followers and all of that. Thank you so much for coming up to me, and you know, those, if you're watching, for coming up to me, for talking to me, for just telling me about your stories and, you know, the different videos that you liked and how I was able to help you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You guys don't understand how much that just lifts me up, inspires me. It's definitely an encourager, because you don't know who's watching at the other side of this camera. And because, you know, sometimes people don't leave comments or anything like that, and you just never know. But I thoroughly enjoyed the event, but I really enjoyed meeting you guys. It really blessed me. It really, really blessed me. And it was that charge that I needed, even more. I just turned 33 a few days ago, and literally, you know, this year was hard for me. Like, this year was really hard, you know, transitioning from, you know, my husband and I just being us, to having a baby, unexpected. Sorry guys, my husband called me. But yeah, so it was, like I said, it was a hard year, you know, transitioning into motherhood and it not being quite what you expected, and trying to find the balance and trying to find yourself with everything. I love motherhood. Like, I love it. I love my daughter. Like, oh my gosh, that little girl, that's my heart. Like, I needed her. Like, we needed her. Like, she literally is a game changer. And it's just the different things that came along with it. Like, if you guys saw my update, like I told you guys, I got sick. So it was like the aftercare and the, you know, the healing or whatever. It was a lot, because, you know, I had a C-section and I got sick after. It was a lot. Just watch my updates video and you guys will, the 7-month update, and you'll see. But anyway, just when I turned 33, I was like, listen, all the crap that I've been through earlier this year, whatever, I'm officially closing that chapter. It's time to get back into business, time to, you know, start back doing my videos consistently, start doing the different things that I had set out for myself when I transitioned from behind the chair. You know, I had different goals and different things that I really wanted to do, but I didn't quite touch it yet. So just really starting to work on all of those things and, you know, just really get the ball rolling. So, you know, to go to the Path to Power tonight and just hear confirmation with a lot of things. Like one thing that the moderator who works for Essence, she said, playing small is expensive. And that hit me, like that hit me a whole lot, because I feel like I've played small. I've played small with certain things I don't recognize and, you know, see my influence sometimes and who I am as a person and the voice that I have and the things that I have to share, and just like the things that God has told me to share with people and share with this world. Like just playing small and thinking nobody's gonna listen, but listen, everybody has a voice and somebody is listening and somebody's out there who needs to hear what you have to say, so it can encourage them and influence them as well. So no more playing small. Tonight was awesome. Like tonight was amazing. So just stay tuned, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited for chapter 33. This is my Jesus year. Yeah, so I love you guys. Yeah, I love y'all. Like I always say, thank you so much for supporting and holding a girl down. Even though I ain't been on here like that, y'all been holding me down. Y'all been keeping me accountable, and y'all been subscribing. Thank you. So appreciate you guys. Love you.